Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's 7 o'clock.
Whoa.
Ding, ding. We are live. How's everyone doing? How was your weekend? How was your weekend, Michael?
It was great.
Was it?
Yeah. We had a bunch of the guys over to the shop on Saturday and Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did.
So
I did.
we got a lot of work done in preparation for the season as well as Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good because we only got about 2 weeks left or less.
Less than.
I think Josh has the countdown to 10 days left.
Yeah.
Before we have to be ready.
Mm-hmm. That's about right. It's getting close. Can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I just hope it doesn't snow right when we're trying to get the hauler out of the driveway or something.
Well, if you check the future forecast, I think you can get a good 10-day or something, typically. So this weekend, yeah, there's a chance of snow.
It's gonna snow.
Yeah.
Of course.
So you got to get the car and the trailer ready
Before it snows?
before it snows.
So now I have less than 10 days.
Pretty much. Yeah, and you got the car running today. Was it just say the first time?
Yeah. So our Morgantini small block started up today.
I felt like a little kid. It was great.
Timing was right on.
Mm-hmm.
Had good oil pressure, and all our fluid levels were good. So sounded great.
I came in.
Important part.
Ironically, I came in I came in just in time, and they started to back up. And I don't know if it's just cheesy or not, but a month and a half without hearing or smelling race cars, it's quite nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It almost is like bringing back to reality of this is what we do.
Yeah.
Because in the off season, it's just get ready. And then finally it was like, yes, we're getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nice.
So we also found a problem with the car.
Oh.
So we had a different motor in the last time we ran the car. And we were at Orange County and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. It was it just wouldn't run right. Fuel pressure.
This is the small block, right?
Yeah, the small block Orange County. I don't know if you
with
remember. We were terrible. We
missed the Conti by one.
Yeah, we didn't qualify.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't figure out. Motor just didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it wasn't very consistent either. We used a vacuum gauge and checked all the lines, and we have a Peterson fuel filter with a shutoff valve, and the shutoff valve was, I don't know if it's worn out or loose or whatever. It's probably old, and it was sucking air through that spot.
Oh.
So with it sucking air, it doesn't have consistent fuel pressure.
I see.
So then it didn't run right. And we had checked just about everything else other than that. So now I'm going to start keeping that vacuum gauge in the trailer.
Yeah. Now we know. So at least we didn't get down to Florida and have that issue.
Yeah, I'm really glad.
Holy crap. That would have really sucked.
So we put a whole different fuel filter on it and a different fuel shutoff. And that fixed that.
Nice. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see who's joining us. Hello, Danielle. Is it okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Daniel or Danielle? Because I really butchered that, and I apologize. But I want to get it right.
It should be Danielle with 2 L's.
I know, but I just want to make sure.
I don't know.
JJ Graper, Cassie, Michael, Jason, Ellie, Travis, Richie, Jesse, John, Peter B, Racetrack Ricky, Cole, John Doe, Matt Thomas, Darren Wolf, History Hunting with Tom, Benjamin, Charles, Tammy, Murphy, Jeffrey, Cheryl, Allie, Marissa, Steve, Gary, Larry, Kim, Jesse. Hi, everyone. How was your weekend? My weekend I did a lot of cleaning. I did a lot of organizing. I did a lot of painting and redecorating. What?
So now I got off of our thing.
Oh, jeez Louise, that's so
It's on Chili Bowl.
And we are on the 30-day program, so we're eating healthy this month. And so eating out, I wouldn't say is a problem, but you have to just choose places that have like what you can and cannot, more like what you can eat. So we went to a very nice restaurant Saturday night, and then we went to Home Goods and grocery shopping, and that was the extent of how fun it is to not have racing on Saturdays.
Come up, what you got at Home Goods?
Cutting board?
That was the most important thing. That was what was on the list. Of course, that's not the only thing we got.
No.
But when I came back Sunday so Saturday night, she gets all the stuff from Home Goods. I come home Sunday later on, and she redid a lot of stuff in the house, and it looked great.
Well, thank you, sir. Put a lot of time into that. I have had the same, I always keep on calling end tables, nightstands, right? Night tables, nightstands. I think I got them when I was 18. So I've had those for 10 years. And I'm not one for buying new, so I like to just revamp stuff. And I revamped it to make it look older, so it's fine.
They look awesome.
Yeah.
And now they may match the stand for the TV, which is really like a dresser.
So I swapped that too. The dresser, actually it was, what's the fancy word? It's a dresser that had a mirror on it. It's fancy.
Is it armoire?
Yeah, an armoire. Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's that. That's what the TV stand was. And then I took out the top drawers, closed them off so you could put baskets in them, and completely repainted it. It came out really nice. So now everything actually matches. Now to actually put decor on the walls. That's the next step.
Let's put some up on the walls.
Not in our bedroom.
No, not in the bedroom.
Let's see. What do we have? Watching you in the Chili Bowl at the same time, says Darren.
Started at 7 on flow racing. I was watching.
I have flow racing countdown.
Yeah, we both do.
I don't know why we both do, but
I was watching replays of the shootout in the shop while we were working. So that was playing, and then now we're live and you can't watch the Chili Bowl.
I had to call Mike probably 15 minutes before 7 o'clock, and I'm like, "Are you coming home, or am I doing this by myself? And do you want dinner? So hurry up and eat."
Dinner worked.
Dinner worked?
Dinner brought me home.
Dinner, yes. I appreciate you. Let's see. Someone had asked a question. Charles says, "See you at Bubba's." We will see you there. Cole asked if you've been doing much iRacing.
Not as much as I thought I would. When the modified came out, I loved it, and I really thought I would be on there a lot. Just don't have time. So I was on last night. I ran a few races, But the problem is you're racing against people that race
every day,
a lot more than a few every week. Like they're running a lot, so it's really hard to compete. But I ran okay. I got a couple seconds.
And then the internet cut off a couple times. Yeah,
the internet kicked me out of one race.
Yeah,
which stinks because that Spectrum's really screwing me on my speed. Spectrum. Their speed is supposed to be over 100 megabits per second, and it's like
we had really good internet.
It's like 40 to 80, maybe.
Yeah, they totally bumped us down. They definitely did that on purpose. Baloney. Jeffrey says, "Looks like you had a blast on your mini vacation. BP3 Stagger video was so great. I'm glad you liked it." I've got a couple more where they came from. So my idea of that is I want to have a channel. You'll notice it just says BP3 Racing Adventures. I want to have a channel. Not channel, it's all the same, playlist album, specifically BP3 for kids. Because I know we do have younger fans. that watch our videos that all go to the races, well, they are the future of the sport. So, not saying my nephew knows exactly what he's talking about. It's cute. But to be able to teach other kids, you know, teaching kids.
Almost in their own words.
Yeah.
Because it's in like kid words, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, someday when he's older, maybe he'll have his own channel.
Maybe.
Kind of learning how to vlog and how to do stuff with
I told him when I retire, he can have mine. But Avery now coming in the picture. We'll see what she, like, might have to be a battle between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad everyone liked that. John Joe says, don't you have a fuel pressure gauge on the dash?
Yes. So I noticed when I was driving that the fuel pressure gauge was fluctuating a little bit, but I didn't know where to point my finger on what the actual problem was. I didn't know if it was the fuel pump, which we changed at the track. My dad put new power valves in the carburetor, and I don't know what else we did. We did a ton of stuff. We put spark plugs in. I don't know. We just changed the ignition box because we just didn't know why it wasn't running right. It's really hard a lot of times to tell between whether it's fuel or ignition. It's very challenging. But what I learned from, actually I learned this from Bob Oliver, one of his videos, that if you find fuel splattered all over the air box, which there was, it sometimes points to a vacuum leak in the fuel line, which is what it was. So I was glad I learned that.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. Unless you.
I don't know how to get the comments up here.
Again, how many times do we have
to
usually
it used to be at the top.
Come here. So
now it's at the bottom.
You hit play, you got to get caught up, and then remember it's live chat.
Oh, yeah, live chat.
Okay. So.
It used to be called comments, now it's live chat.
Yeah, I know. Anthony asks, Mandee, do you always drink out of a vase? That is one tall glass. I love it.
So this is an Arbonne.
It was. But
it used to have an Arbonne logo, and it used to have measurements along the side.
Yep.
And she could mix her drinks based on the measurements. As many of you know, we're on the 30-day diet this month. And so like one of the things you do is you put the 7-day cleanse stuff in there, which is awesome. I like it because it tastes like lemonade. And we're not allowed to have lemonade on the diet because that has too much sugar.
You can make homemade lemonade, which I made. Are you drinking it?
I'm drinking water.
Okay.
But anyway, the Arbonne cleanse lemonade, I could probably drink that every day.
He tries.
I don't know if it's good to drink it more than.
Oh, it is. It's gentle enough. You can.
Oh,
but it only comes in 7, which is frustrating.
I really like it.
But going back to Anthony, is this just helps me keep track of my water intake because it's 32 ounces. So for me, I'm 140 pounds. So in half would be 170. So I need to drink 2.5 of these, right?
Okay. 2.5 of these?
Yeah, 32, that'd be 64. That would be.
That's probably more than most people drink.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to drink half your body weight.
Really?
That's probably like you're probably on maybe a couple.
I should get a bigger cup.
I have a few of these in the cabinet. So
I used one to make the lemonade.
I complained to him this morning because he was chugging. What were you chugging? Your apple cider vinegar. And he was taking some out of my water, so I had to recalculate here. That's why I yelled at you this morning. I was like, I see you. And he's like,
usually she pours this much water and drinks about that much.
Yeah, but I've been doing very well. So I've got this left to do until this evening. So that's why. Normally, no, but I know, I'm sure many people understand, but in the summertime, you're hot, you're doing activities, you're thirsty. Wintertime, I could probably go most of the day without drinking water. So this just helps keep me hydrated.
John Doe asks, who got the tipsiest in Key West? I don't feel like we even really did get tipsy at all. Because we had so many activities going on and things like that.
But
don't get me wrong, we had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I think we didn't get tipsy enough because we started drinking at like 8:30 in the morning and just drank the whole day. So it wasn't like I don't know. I don't know if I even got drunk doing that. Did we? Because like
No.
we'd leave and go get lunch, sober up, kind of thing. So it's not like
That wasn't like this constant thing.
yeah. It was just enjoying a nice beverage at like 9 a.m. Because it's just not the proper thing to do in real life. So you just do it.
I mean, you ordered it at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
for breakfast.
Yeah. Okay. So it was more me, but no, we didn't. It was fun, but I think it was just tough because there were curfews. In the Keys.
Oh yeah, we didn't stay up that late.
No, we didn't.
We were to bed at 10 sometimes.
Well, we were up before the sun because we were just too excited.
And because we went to bed at 10, I was up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Michael asked no tan. We did have it.
All right, I got to answer this question because this came up at least like 10 times. Do you have any plans coming to Grandview? Do you see that?
They asked
just
the
over
same
and over
question
and over again. So to make sure that I answer it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Are you going to Grandview?
I love Grandview. I hope so. I don't have any plans of running there weekly, if that's what you're asking. But I definitely, if they have a show that doesn't conflict with my schedule, I would be there. Especially if I have the right motor and the right equipment to do it, because they have different rules all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we should have the right stuff this year. We're starting to get our team to where we have a lot of diversity in our equipment so that we can run all these different shows.
Yeah.
Where last year and the year before we were a little bit more limited.
I like how John Doe picked up because you said that dinner was what got you home.
Mm-hmm.
And he asks, is dinner more important than them? Because you said it was dinner that brought you home, not them. I picked up on that.
When you're hungry, it's hard to think about anything else.
Yeah. I'm not.
But I gotta say, so the first few days, so we're on this 30-day, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first few days of it, I couldn't think about anything except food because I was so hungry.
You came into the door like wide open, like, why is lunch not ready?
No, don't get me wrong.
And you're never like
I'm
that.
still hungry.
Oh yeah.
But tonight's dinner actually filled me up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell them what it was. I just ate it. I don't know what it was.
Stir fry with brown rice, and it wasn't that difficult.
It was great.
It's my usual.
Really good. It had sweet potato in it. And
that was butternut squash.
Oh, butternut squash and kibasi.
Yes.
Okay.
Turkey kibasi.
So, yeah, but now, like, I haven't been as hungry. I've been fine in the morning through the afternoon. I'm not dying.
You've actually been giving yourself what it needs.
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
Yeah. Brandon's mom asks, literally, that it's Brandon's mom. It's great. Great account.
Brandon's mom.
Mike, could you possibly do a video on how your seat is mounted? I have the same seat and I'm only 6 foot and my air hose barely clears the roof.
Really? With no spacer underneath it? And your air hose is that close to the roof? Do you have a tall cage picked now?
Okay, well, you check the comments.
I'm just answer me. And then I'd absolutely do a seat video. And let me know what kind of seat it is. You said it was the same seat, so you probably got a Kirky. I'm assuming.
I'm trying to get caught up. Oh.
It takes a while for the comments to come through.
It's because we have wonderful internet in the basement.
Probably.
Who knows what racing is going to be like this year? As of now, it's similar. I don't know. I mean, have a lot of New York tracks opened up their schedules? I feel like the majority of them have.
Tracks, yeah, a few. But most of them just kind of release their opening day. And then the rest of it, you're just kind of assuming, like, if they run Fridays, they're just going to keep running every Friday from then on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard because we got a unique deal this year so last year we were in Middletown and Albany, and Middletown's got released their schedule. It's there's like 4 Thursdays and 9 Saturdays for big blocks. And I don't know what they're what you do, where we go, like when we're not racing there or something like that.
To the beach. Any chances?
Okay.
And I know it's like I'll be at some other track, so it's fine. Are you running Bristol?
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah. When they released Bristol that they're going to do it, everybody in our group here in town stopped by and was like, "Did you hear about Bristol?" I mean, everybody was excited about it. So
Yeah.
how do you not go?
Brandon's mom says no spacer and tall cage driver back Kirky seat.
Wild. So
Well, it
there's an angle, right? So where you sit down is here, and in front of it, it's at an angle. As you slide it back, it kind of drops down, but it stands the seat up more straight. Where you slide it forward, it kind of tilts the seat more of an angle.
Yep.
And drops it down, but then it raises it up a little bit because you're going up that slant. I don't know if it, if you tried moving it forward or back, or I really don't know why it would be that high. Now I know what it is. Kirky seat. I take all the padding out of the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, he does.
I don't sit on the padding.
Mm-hmm.
So that might change things a lot for you.
Yeah, but you do put something under your tush.
Yeah, I still use the seat cover, but I scrape all the padding off the seat cover and out of the seat so that I sit lower because I don't like my head up in the cage for sure.
Let's see. Racing Freak Neely. Would you race an asphalt modified?
Would I?
Uh-huh.
Sure. I'd love to try it. So back when I raced at Utica Speedway weekly, and they were NASCAR sanctioned, and there was points involved. I really was hoping that I'd get some opportunity to run an asphalt modified to get some like extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing came about. So,
is there what would be close to asphalt track to Utica?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing really close, but I would have traveled to do it.
Sean asks, "Who knows if we even have fans at tracks this year?" Really fun.
Who knows? But I feel like you kind of got to live like you're not really worried about it because it's out of our control. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to go and be ready to do it, whether they go or not.
Yeah, it's still sucks.
I sure hope they do.
Yeah, it was a weird year of no fans. There's a lot of people that we haven't seen in a long time because of that. It was tough. Let's see. Do we have snow up in the hills? They're more like mountains up here. And yes.
I got my snowmobile out yesterday.
Yes, you did.
I didn't go far. No. But I ripped it around the driveway.
But we're not.
Shop
you said we're not like right here. We're not really in the snowmobiling area. Yeah,
this is more where we live is more like hiking, biking, stuff like that. I've been told if I trailer my snowmobile a little south, a little north, one way or the other, I can ride some trails. Like I feel like I got to get some of my friends into doing it because they know the trails because they're from around here. I don't know where I'm going, so I'm not a member of any club. I don't have a sticker. I don't even know where to begin. Well, I don't know. When I used to ride,
do you need like a license?
So, back in King Ferry, I was a member of the Finger Lakes Trail Runners group.
Okay.
And you'd like pay a yearly fee, and that paid for the guys that groom the trails and set up the signs and do all that. Mm-hmm. So I rode there, and then when I was up in Inlet, I would ride at in Old Forge, and you had to have a sticker for their group that trails, preps the trails and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but I don't haven't really rode a lot since then.
Jared says, what do you guys think about the recent surge of dirt track racing games? Like, just more people doing it?
I think it's great. I think
Absolutely.
it draws a lot
It's
of
more
attention to
exposure.
dirt track racing. It gets kids that maybe don't go to the dirt races but like the game. And let's be real here. Like, whether it's real life or not, a dirt car is a lot more fun to drive than an asphalt car. So, like, in the game, if the kid's like, wow, this is way more fun, then he's going to think it'd be a lot more fun in real life too, right? So I feel like it would get more people involved.
Definitely, like I said, exposure-wise, because I've had people that comment on my videos saying that they were just, as soon as the modifieds got dropped on iRacing, people were YouTubing big block modifieds. And they came across my channel and learned so much, even though they're doing a video game, but still it's the exposure to get us, because I've said this before and I'll say it again, is we are in such a small niche of an area because we're just northeast, whereas late model sprint cars, they're like not just country but worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
more people are looking them up.
Hey, modifieds are in Australia too.
They are.
With bigger and better tires.
But yes. Jason asks, any plans on bringing merch to Florida? Yes. So, haven't released anything yet. Haven't decided how I'm going to do it. But we will, I'm 99.9% positive we will have new merchandise in Florida. That's all I can share.
Not even where it goes. Like, where do you wear it?
For the races.
Yeah, but it's a shirt.
Yes.
Right? You can release that it's a shirt.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's on the shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, we're both looking each other. We're walking on eggshells.
We're gonna have
here.
shirts, like, because recently we released hats and we sold out of hats.
Yes.
Now we're gonna have shirts.
Yes. So we should have them hopefully in time, because Hilbert and their guys kind of crammed it for us, which was very nice of them to get it in time. So everything's been ordered, approved. So
you know what I love about going to Florida the most? All right, so last year didn't go to Florida, right? Every company that you deal with for racing, if they ask, are you going to Florida? And you say, no, we're not going to go this year. You got to wait till after everybody that's going to Florida. Where if you go to Florida, then your stuff will come. And that has really shown this year. Like, we've been planning on going to Florida for the past couple months, and all of our stuff is coming back like right away, which is awesome. I love that. And you can actually be prepared for not only Florida, but the regular season as well.
Wayne asks, Mike, have you ever driven a Tio or Troyer car, and why are Big Nell chassis so much better than a Tio or a Troyer?
I've driven both. And the only thing I can point my finger on is there must be something with how they flex, because you can put all the bolt-on components on any of those cars from one to the other. And for some reason, the Bicknell cars that I drive are just so forgiving, and they just hook up and drive nice and go fast. And I don't know why, because I don't have anything to measure how the chassis flexes.
And I mean,
if you could compare
driver preference too. Oh,
absolutely. There's definitely people that go good in one and other people don't, and they're constantly changing. I mean, you just mentioned, so you got Troy, there's three, the three major brands in modifying racing. Of course, there's other brands too besides those three, but you got Tio, Troyer, Bicknell. And you also can you distracted me with laughing.
I'm sorry. Someone just asked, where do you live? Just asking, I will not come to your house. I think that's funny.
How do you answer it without telling them?
So we live in Elizabethtown, New York. I mean, there's plenty of houses if you want to find us. Don't come find us, but I mean, it's a pretty freaking small town.
We'll be hiding in the basement right here.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh, literally, we're like right next to Vermont, so we're pretty proud. You want to?
All I was trying to say is that the one that they made in 2020 is not the same as what those manufacturers made in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's only 5 years ago. And as you go in 2022, they'll all be different again. So, everybody's always changing and trying to adapt.
Mm-hmm. David asked, will you both be at both Bubba's and Volusia? And no, we will only be, both Mike and Billy are racing, and they're going to be at Bubba's. And then we're going to come back up to the cold tundra.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so there's another reason behind that. So there's money.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a factor. But there's a week in between. A week or two in between, right?
Yeah, there's
in
a
between
weekend.
Bubba's and Volusia.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, at Bubba's, we're going to run small blocks with American Racers.
Mm-hmm.
At Volusia, you run big blocks with Hoosiers. It's like a whole nother, it'd be like bringing a whole nother trailer to stay and do that.
Agreed. Kyle asks, how do you balance being home and being on the road for what seems like a major amount of time during the season? I don't know. How do we do it? I don't know.
I don't know if we are doing it. I don't know if we're really handling it.
Yeah, I think.
Especially Mandee.
No.
She's not getting out. She needs to get out.
Wait, no. I think, how do you balance being home and being on the road? I'm thinking during the season, right?
Oh, then.
I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about right now.
Assume. I don't know. I mean, I feel this month, January, we stopped racing, November? Okay, so like a month and a half. It took me a month and a half to get caught up of stuff that we have neglected around here.
Absolutely.
And now I feel like I'm finally caught up that I'm going ahead of schedule. And then once Florida comes, then I'm just going to be back.
You'll be back behind you.
Yeah.
Of course.
So a lot of stuff gets neglected, but
yeah,
you just got to buy plants that you only need to water once a week and non-perishable goods.
Yes.
And put them in the freezer. That's like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
So sorry, but the instigator racing, I think that's what it is. I put you in timeout, dude.
What are you talking about?
I put someone in timeout because I'm being nice, and I hope you guys like.
Oh, it says message deleted.
It wasn't deleted. I don't know. Maybe it was deleted. But basically, the person just kept saying, "Are you guys married? Are 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 you guys?"
If you want the answer, we're not married.
Yeah. I was gonna get to it, but you just kept doing that, and I like to be it takes me a while. But no, there was something. I want to go off that. There was something in the show we watched the other night that, what do they call the roommate? Because I was like, that was brilliant. That's what I wanted to call you.
I wish I could remember because that was.
Oh wait, starts with an L. Something in live in lover. Yes, he is we are each other's live-in lovers. That's what it was. I'm
her live-in lover.
Yeah. Even though we don't live in here often, we're live-in lovers. Okay. Live-in toter, live-in wherever. Yeah, that's what we are. Any chance of coming to Ohio? I don't know if. Oh no, there's nothing on the schedule. Not yet.
Yeah, I didn't see anything in. This David Miller asked about racing at Bloomsburg when they race short track super series.
Yeah.
Tell me about Bloomsburg. I don't know much about it. Do you know anything about it?
I thought it's getting built.
It's being built?
I thought. Resurrected?
Well, that should be interesting.
Someone tell me. Yeah,
Larry asked if Marcella's Appliances signed on for 2021. Yes. That's exciting.
If you need your kitchen and home appliance needs, go to Marcella's because they're great. You can get red appliances.
So,
Really good.
Recently just got a dishwasher, delivered it to Anthony Monaco for, for his wife. She desperately needed a new one.
Yeah.
And so they got this new Bosch dishwasher, and her friend came over and saw it. She wants one. So now I got to get one for her.
That's great. Yes. That is what we like to hear. There was a question. Okay, nope, answered. David Miller and Kyle. It is being built. They used to race a long time ago. Can be awesome. The track was shut down in the 80s, and they're bringing it back away. So they're resurrecting it. Is that the correct word? They are bringing it back.
Resurrecting.
Yep. Cool. So I do believe that is it for this evening because we've actually given you an extra 5 minutes of our wonderful grace.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
So Andrew Spurback is redoing the dash in
how is it? Wait,
so
I didn't get to see it.
Oh, here, you can see it on screen. So I'm pretty excited. So not only is it going to have a new look, but a much cleaner wiring job. So all the in-car where the gauges didn't light up and they didn't work and all that you saw on Mandee's videos.
Fancy.
This will be a lot nicer.
Blower ignition starter. Nice. Really nice.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. He sent me that today because he's got that part done. Now he's got to install the gauges and whatnot. I've done this stuff myself before, but I felt like this is an older car that is it's a really good car, and it's just always had this complete mess of a wiring job that I just, it works, so I don't mess with it.
It's great.
And it just needed to get cleaned up. It deserved it. The car deserved it.
When all of you just look out the front of the car, you're going to be able to see that now. So you'll get a pretty view.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, thank you guys. We will be back next week. The following week we will not be because we will be in Florida. But in the meantime, hope you guys stay safe, healthy, have a great week. Did I miss it?
See you later.
And hopefully we'll see you at the races soon. Night, guys. Bye.